Well, Onana transfer to Man United, 99.9% done. That has been confirmed as by Fabrizio Romano, and they've told us the reason as to why things have not yet gone as they're supposed to be, because it looks like things are really moving a little bit slower than we expected. But the fact is, this deal is on. Onana is going to be the second summer transfer signing of Man United. Smash the like button close to 400 times, because this deal is just a minute from really getting where it's supposed to be, and you'll see yourself really getting the best of the news as here we go comes in from Fabrizio Romano. Dean Henderson to Nottingham Forest. The condition set has been revealed to us, and it looks like it's one of those that might see United curb in some good amount of money from the Midlands best team. And lastly, Alex Telles, Al Nassr coming in for him. Even a player known as Eric Bay is into the mix as we're coming through to reveal to you what is happening. Rokan David is my name. You can obviously continue to subscribe to this channel because we want to hit 15,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and let's take this to that level that is going to give us the best that we deserve as this channel. So let's start it off with Matteo Moretto. This is a credible journalist. He was the first one to let us know that Onana to Man United is not 100% done, but it's getting closer. After negotiations today, it's even more close. Tomorrow is another day for negotiations, and tomorrow meant today. Then today morning, Fabrizio came out and told us that Onana is joining Man United. It's just a matter of formal things and small details. And then, like an hour back, he has told us that more on Onana deal. Agreement is 99.9% completed, just waiting on the final check on payment terms. Then he'll travel to Manchester United. Ten Hag directly called Onana in the last 48 hours to confirm that there are no issues, just a matter of time. Patience is needed. So Eric Ten Hag has gone ahead to call Onana and really tell him, please, you are loved, everything is done and dusted, you are coming to Manchester United. There are just some little bit of nitty-gritties that this deal is really that are really holding this deal back, but be ready, pack your materials, because anytime from now you are going to travel to Manchester United before all this is after all this is put to completion. And to my understanding, I think we've taken long. In a deal like this, because if you are the only person competing for the player, it's easy to really come to a compromise because you don't have any competitor, right? So that's why for the previous times it has been hard for us to really sign players whom are being competed for by other players. It has gone ahead to reflect more into this summer transfer window. Declan Rice was one of the players that Ten Hag wanted, but because competition was really stiff, we lost him to Arsenal. Look at McAllister. Liverpool took him. Kim Min-jae, he has finally gone to Bayern Munich. So the only player we've gone ahead to sign was Mason Mount, and however much there was competition, he just turned down the competition and told Arsenal, I cannot play for you when I leave Chelsea. He also told Liverpool, I cannot play for you when I leave Chelsea. I want to play for Manchester United. That is what he was told. So as it stands, it really looks that we are into a level of not agreeing with these teams early enough because of our poor negotiation skills. Because look at teams like Liverpool. Liverpool, overnight, they really agreed a deal and triggered the clause of Soboslai from RB Leipzig. That was Friday. On Saturday, he was on plane to undergo a medical. On Sunday, he was really unveiled as a player of Manchester United, of Liverpool. You know, that is what we call a competent team. For Onana, the deal is taking 3 weeks. And I think this is what the Glazers want to keep us, the fans, on tenterhooks, that we even forget about the takeover staff as they really pursue their mission of obviously signing in players in a period of every 3 weeks. If I told you to remember it very well, even last summer, that's what they did. They first brought in Malacia. After bringing in Malacia, it took them like 2 weeks to announce the deal of Lisandro Martinez. Then they announced the deal of Ericsson free transfer. Then we went and played. I think that took us close to 3 weeks until we had a very bad run at the start of the season, and we brought in Casemiro. Then after that, it took us more 3 weeks to bring in Anthony. Looks like it's their equation and their formula. They've gone ahead to master, or their craft. They've gone ahead to master as they really take on this to the next level. As no one is safe where we are at Man United, because you never know what you cannot rule out them on what they are going to do, because they've shown us that they can obviously turn into a bad transfer window into a better transfer window in the last 3-4 weeks of the window. So I really have a complaint on how this deal has gone ahead to delay a lot. Yet Ten Hag needs this goalkeeper, and if at all you know what it means to be having a first choice goalkeeper and you're changing him, it calls in for a lot for him to get used to those centre backs, So, Onana, good enough is that tomorrow he might be in Manchester and he's going to undergo a medical, and I think by Wednesday everything will be done and dusted. He'll be on plane as United. Sorry, not on Wednesday. He might even make his debut. If at all a deal is announced on Tuesday, then he might even be in goal for Man United as we take on the Lyon side in Scotland. That is what we might see, because Ten Hag needs him immediately. For goalkeeper, he doesn't need to train a lot. It's all about him being in between the stitches and really passing that ball and knowing the movements of Lisandro Martinez, whom he has already played with before, Varane, Dalot, Bissaka, Shaw and Malacia, and the rest of the players up front, because for him, he distributes the ball evenly across all the pitch. That's Onana. But as Onana is coming in through, Man United is yet to get in some huge money from their academy graduate. That is Dean Henderson, who is expected to be sold to Nottingham Forest after Manchester United seal to sign Onana. Dean Henderson has been vocal to Erik ten Hag that the only way I'm staying here is when I'm a first choice goalkeeper. If at all I'm not. If at all I'm not, then staying is out of my plans. And Ten Hag has already shown him that you can't be the first choice goalkeeper of Man United because you don't meet my standards and criteria. That's why he's trying to spend close to 50 million euros on a goalkeeper, that is Onana. That shows you that you are not wanted. And the beauty of all this is we are going to get in some 20 to 25 million pounds for Dean Henderson from Nottingham Forest, as Nottingham Forest have made him their #1 transfer signing. And that is really good, because if we get in between 20 to 25, it will be very much a booster or a booster into our transfer budget. As that money comes in through, we will be really where we want to be, as a very huge roster has been put up for players that can be sold. But those that are really wanted by clubs eagerly and genuinely are Dean Henderson, there is Anthony Elanga, there is Harry Maguire, there is Alex Telles, who else? There is Scott McTominay. You have like 5 players who are really wanted, and we can get a minimum of 20 million pounds from their sales. And if at all I'm Man United, I just get rid of those players and get in that amount of money, and I see things move. But it looks like what's delaying the transfer of Dean Henderson to Nottingham, it's all about the deal. It's all about the deal of Onana, and when it's done, he's going to find himself crossing to Nottingham, because Man United are really critical of these transfers, because they've always known how transfers can really change. You might be having a deal with Onana and it collapses, yet you don't have a goalkeeper who can get you through the start of the season, and then you get another goalkeeper. That's why they're keeping Dean Henderson with them before this deal really comes to materialization, as rumors were put out that if at all United couldn't land the deal of Onana, they would go all out and keep Dean Henderson to be the first choice goalkeeper. Something that I think it's not going to come to pass, as Erik ten Hag is obviously one of those that doesn't really feel it right. Now, Samuel Lucas has put out the following today, that Manchester United, the first day of the preseason training, it's that Eric Bailly and Alex Telles were out of the Manchester United first day of the preseason training on Saturday. United regard them as Marseilles this summer, and neither are expected to be included in the US tour. Obviously, I don't see the reason as to why we should include them in the US tour, because they're not going to be part of the plans. The reason as to why last time Ten Hag went with them to Bangkok, then Austria, it was simple. Ten Hag really knew that I needed to give every player a chance, and after really gauging them and assessing them, he got to know that everything is not really going the way he wanted, and he put them to where they deserve to be. So as it stands, it's one of those things that you obviously coming through and look through and obviously ask yourself, was Ten Hag getting to himself for keeping Harry Maguire and really loan Eric Bailly? I think that's one of the decisions that I think were really based on the amount of money that United bought Harry Maguire and him being the captain of Man United. And if you are Erik ten Hag coming into a despair dressing room, you wouldn't like to move on the captain like that. But I believe that it worked out for him at the most part of the season. But I think Eric Bailly is a better centre-back than Harry Maguire. But if I look at how injury prone he is, then it keeps you into that ilk of doubting this. But after that, we've gotten a very huge boost, and we now know how much United want from Alex Telles as far as his transfer to Al Nassr is concerned. Al Nassr have shown interest on Alex Telles, but there is no immediate rush for Man United to offload him, as they have 4 other left backs they will not want to be shortchanged for a player they could actually make a profit on, having bought Telles for £13 million, meaning that they are calling in for more than £13 million. And I think I support the club. If at all there is a chance for them to get more money for Alex Telles, then they should, because they're having 3 left backs: Alvaro Fernandez, Malacia, and Luke Shaw. They're doing a very good job at the club of Man United, meaning that however much money is needed, but they want to take their time. Though on the other side, you'll obviously flip the coin and ask yourself, why aren't they getting in the little that they are willing to be offered by Al Nassr, sum it up and obviously bring it together to take it to the next level? Because when you sell Alex Telles, that means you are really saving close to £100,000 a week. That is £5.2 million a year, and you add it to the amount of money they get you, that will be a very huge profit that you'll use to come in through and obviously get these deals over the line. So we are bad at selling and we are not good at really buying. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But your thoughts on to Erik ten Hag calling Andre Onana as his transfer is 99.9% are welcome in the comment section below. Then what do you make about Alex Telles and Eric Bailly, and United calling in for more than £13 million for Alex Telles? Do you think Al Nassr will get United that amount of money? Dean Henderson's delay, it's all about Andre Onana. That's all what we had for today. So as it stands, it's all about United Matters channel, and I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God bless you abundantly. Rock and David remains my name. To my Muslim viewers and subscribers, I really feel that Allah should bless you abundantly, and Barak Lau Fikum. Ciao, ciao.